Hello. Hello. So now we're at the Kumis. Hello. As I say, we've gone from being babies to puppies. We're not good dogs yet, but we've got those reactions. They're coming up to the gate. Hello. And we're going to feed them. Go down for them and get Kumi in any minute. Let me do this one. Hello there. So I have good contact with the puppies. And that relationship with the puppies taking over from the mother with the feeding. Hey, where are you going, Tinkle? Yeah, we're getting lost over there. So as you can see, their world has expanded, and that was done at 3 weeks of age. They were starting to climb out. So in that respect, both litters are exactly the same development. They're climbing out, and we expand their world. It's now about 3 metres. We've got a litter box down at the end. They're going to learn how to do that, use that. So that side of things, development is exactly the same, but they're far sturdier on their feet. The contact with me is far greater, but that's because I took over feeding or supplementing feeding at 16 days, whereas with the FE litter, Euphoria litter, it's only, that relationship is going to only start happening now. But we've kept an evenness, and the reason we started supplementing was so that we keep control of the excitement level. That has been my main criteria. So you've got an evenness both in temperament and morphology here going on. We don't have any huge ones, we don't have anyone being pushed out, they're all the same. And that has been my first priority when you've got a bigger litter, is to keep that competition level even. With Effie's litter, the competition is even. They're all the same size. There's no problem there. I would have liked to have got in there earlier with the Effie litter and pushed on a little bit, but it doesn't really detract from the litter as such. This is the litter that you could have problems with when it comes to temperament and personality because of the competition. This is where you could get the puppies being pushed out because a couple are stronger, and then you get that difference in weight, etc, etc. That's not what we wanted. That's why we do the handling, and that's why we started supplementing at 16 days, just to keep that competition level even. And as I say, weight-wise, definitely the Euphoria's litter is now heavier than these. We got to this equilibrium where they weren't putting on weight. They weren't losing it, but they weren't putting on. So in reality, they were losing weight, and that's why we started supplementing. And now everything's going very, very well. We're exactly where we want to be, and they enjoy the food. I have good contact with the pups. He says, hello. Because I'm now taking over on the feeding. So we've got a good acceptance going, and they're going very, very well. We'll be introducing toys into the pen soon, but in a couple more days the pen will expand. At the moment it's about 3 square metres from here down to the end of the wall, and bit by bit we expand their world as they get ready for it. And we do it slowly because you could get a puppy lost at the other end of the room, and their vision isn't that good, they get lost in a very small space. So we keep it bit by bit, we increase their territory, their area, and it's going to be exactly the same with Euphoria's litter now. Their world will be expanded. We put a litter box down for them, and they will start to learn to use it, we hope. Hello. So, oh yeah, good day to you. Oh, lovely soup. Indeed. So, this is Kumaras litter at 24 days. 24 days. Everything's going very, very well with them. We've got everything right. And yeah, we've got a good headwind with them. We're definitely going in the right direction. Hello, darling. Hello, you girly. Yeah, you can see. They're definitely a little bit finer bone, the females. You can tell them apart now. males from females, can't we? We can. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Yes, yes. Yes. There we go. There we go. Very good. Oh, yeah, he's a big fella. There you go. Come on, fella. There you go. There you go. Ooh. Come on, little girlie. I'm pretty certain that's one of the girlies. Oh, that's a little girlie. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Come on, sweetheart. I'm pretty certain. Oh. Yeah, they're definitely a little finer, you can see in their heads. Just a little finer. We've got a definition there, which is nice. Makes life a bit easier to spot them. So, yes, indeed. So, overall, things are going very well with the Kumaras. We really start cracking on now with our handling, with our exercises and testing for puppies. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. We've got a good level of contact with the puppies. Very happy with that. Yeah. Hello, get a greeting from them. And as I say, they are puppies, they moved from, transition from babies to puppies. Euphoria's visit is just about to do that. We're at that transition stage from baby to puppy. And around about 5 weeks they become little dogs. And we start treating them as little dogs at 5 weeks. They go out for walks, they go different places, they get put in the car. We treat them as little dogs at 5 weeks. And yeah, we just try and keep it balanced. We're looking at the puppies for what they are now, because this is pure genetic, what we're seeing, their reaction to things, and that's what we're testing. And some of them might need raising up, some of them might need pushing down, but at the moment their temperament is very, very even. They're not overly excited about anything. I have good contact with them, they seem reasonably curious about things, so yeah, very happy with them. We are, aren't we? That's a nice little one. Hey.